It's freezing cold out here today, but this is important stuff for everybody to be aware of. Folks that are spending, you guys that are spending your money and hiring contractors to do sloppy work on buildings. What we're going to see here in a second is a prime example of sloppy work, and actually it's been done multiple times. There's a clear history of seeing sloppy work here, and every time this guy's been paid. So what we're going to see is a masonry wall on a foundation where the masonry wall is moving. It's moved multiple times to the point where it's opened up the window. There's a large gap between the window and the brick wall, and if you look close, somebody paid their contractor to fix this. What the heck is the problem? If there's a big gap in the window, you don't want to pay the guy. The wall's moving, the bricks are moving. We need a structural engineer on this to take a look at this problem. If you look more closely, you will see multiple attempts at repairing the mortar on the brick. There's different color mortar there. This guy's been fixing this problem every 2 years for the last decade, and I know that because I live right across the street. If you're going to spend your money, especially in hard economic times like now, why not do a thorough job? Get it right the first time, or skip it. The rats will be in here and the foundation in the next year. Do it right, or you're going to have worse problems. Don't pay the guy if it's sloppy. So the next problem we're going to look at here that's so critical to you as a homeowner if you're spending your hard-earned cash is a problem with flashing and weep holes. We're going to show you a white painted steel beam on this garage, over this garage door, and the material above the beam is split face block. It's notorious around the country. Brick Industry Association Standard 6B and 26 specify how this is supposed to be installed, but this is such a crappy installation that we're going to get water inside the garage and water that can lead to mold and mildew in your environment. So look, if you're going to do brickwork or block work, pay the guy to put in flashing or weep holes. Flashing and weep holes. If you don't do that, you're going to get water in your building and mold and mildew. And I'm going to go up here and show you where they should be. Right here is where you should see a piece of black plastic coming out, and on top of that plastic there should be gaps like a ½ inch wide and 3 inches tall, or weep holes, pieces of cotton rope sticking out. So look, when I was a kid, we used to go to Michigan and collect apples, and Grandma would hold her skirt like a big apron open, and we'd throw the apples down from the tree and she'd catch them in the skirt. That's the metaphor that works here. There's supposed to be a big skirt, which is black plastic, that sticks out in front of the split face block and down over the lintel, and then it goes back behind the block so that when water drips down, it hits the skirt like apples collecting in a big apron, and then the water has a way to get to the outside of the building. So where's the skirt? It's missing. The water is going into this building, and somebody spent, let's say, $5,000 to have this installed poorly. Now, to tear it out and do it right, it's probably more like $10,000. Let's start and get the job done right in the beginning, or don't pay the contractor. This is all stuff that's visible and easily researchable online, or hire a professional building inspector to represent your interest. Don't pay for this.